92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
Welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota. Day 2 of the Essentia Health Legion Baseball Tournament. Wahpeton took their lumps on day 1, 0-2, but the good news is we got the static feedback fixed on the stream, and we are live on KBMW News Live YouTube. We got an afternoon matchup here between Mandan Post 40 and Wahpeton Post 20, teams that met in the Class A state tournament last year. Had a great game. I think Wahpeton came out on top of that one 4-2. It was just an excellent dogfight to the finish. And they'll go at it again today. Two young teams as Wahpeton graduates a star-studded class of super seniors who helped them win 3 of the last 4 state championships, including back-to-back titles. But right now they sit at 9-13, looking for a little pick-me-up today. It gets no easier against a Mandan team that reached the state tournament this spring. Welcome to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmer since 1986. Once again, I'm Robert Wanick, and let's jump in the stat report because we are going to get a quick start here. 4:30 game. Looks more like 3:50 as Wahpeton's going to wrap up the infield-outfield. Taking a look first at the Wahpeton hitters, and their average quite down this year, right around 250 as a team. We're used to them hitting between 290 and 330 the last 3 or 4 seasons. Led by Aiden Hayek through 22 games, 386 batting average, 11 runs, 11 RBIs. You can see these graphics on the KBMW News Live YouTube, presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick at State Farm. Matt Peterson coming in at number 2 here with a 333 average, just 20 ABs, but this kid has been pushing for more some more playing time. 333, 3 runs, 2 RBIs. Peterson plays the outfield. Trey King batting 290, his first season on A-Legion, 11 runs and 7 RBIs. He's been plenty productive. Got moved into the leadoff spot for the second game yesterday. Led the game off with a double, scored 2 runs in that loss to Watertown. Kason Pincenalt, he's an outfielder as well, batting 273, and he's produced 22 runs on the season. They moved him into the 2-hole last night, and he had an excellent game in that. He's hitting 273, 10 runs, 12 RBIs. Eli Kappas, the DH, came into this tournament hitting 296, held in check yesterday. He's still hitting 271. 11 combined runs scored and RBIs. Rylan Flack, who hit 270 this spring, kind of a breakout campaign. He's hitting 258. He has scored 10 runs and driven in 9. And Braden Steffens, 238. He's scored 15 runs. Typically the number 2 guy in this lineup, 7 RBIs. And he leads the team with 11 stolen bases in his many attempts, so he's yet to be caught on the base paths. Part 2 of your State Farm stat report. Let's take a look at the overall hitting numbers for Post 20 in comparison to their opponents through 22 games. Wahpeton batting 252 as a team. Opponents hitting 285. That's not good. Runs scored 102. They have given up 146. Wahpeton averaging under 5 runs per contest. Batters for Wahpeton have walked 66 times compared to 131 strikeouts. Once again, an unfamiliar ratio for this program, and they're going to want to get down on those strikeout numbers. In comparison, teams have walked 37 times against the pitching staff, so decent control for Wahpeton. But just 66 Ks, so we don't have a Jaden King or a Caden Kappas or a Caden Hockert out there this year. Just kind of trying to find out who the Bulldogs are going to be in the rotation. Just 66 strikeouts through 22 games. Runners in scoring position, Wahpeton hitting 265, and this is where it has really come back to hurt them. Runners in scoring position for opponents, they are batting a sizzling 331. 52 steals for Wahpeton, 32 for the competition, so Wahpeton has a big edge on the bases. If they can get on, they can run and do some damage, but they got to get on with that 252 batting average. Looks like Coach Kappas is heading to the plate for the manager's visit here in the pregame, so we'll go over the pitching stats. And with a 252 team average, Wahpeton has basically asked its pitchers to be perfect on the mound. They haven't been quite there yet this year as we go over the numbers. A 5.0 ERA right on the dot. The big one is walks and hits per inning pitched. Wahpeton coming in at a 1.79 whip, so they're allowing almost 2 base runners per inning. 109 Ks to 78 walks. They have left 139 runners on base, so they've been able to get out of some jams. Aiden Hendrickson threw out 2 runners yesterday trying to steal second. And they've also turned some double plays as well with Carter Hockert at shortstop and Riley Jones at second base. Just 1 for 1 in save chances this year as Wahpeton hasn't been in a lot of tight ones. And kind of hoping for that today. Maybe a couple tight, well-played games to get you in that playoff atmosphere as we get closer and closer to the East Region Tournament. They have hit 35 batters. Ground ball rate, 45.7%, so not bad. Almost 1 out of every 2 batters is beating it into the turf. Fly ball rate, 32%. Line drive rate a bit high, 20.5%, so 1 out of every 5 sticks is hitting it on a rope against Wahpeton. They're averaging 17.5 pitches per inning. Not too bad of a number. You want to be maybe around a dozen, but still pretty good. Under 20 pitches per inning for the Wahpeton staff. Getting some good distance out of their starters. Even in the losses, they're getting 5 or 6 innings out of their starter quite often. 22 wild pitches, though. They're really making Aiden Hendrickson work behind the dish. So that's a look at your State Farm stat report. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Wahpeton takes the field. We'll go over your Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley starting lineups real quick here, and we'll start off with the visitors on the scoreboard. Mandan, post 40. Playing left field, leading off is Liam Keller. Wearing number 7 is Liam Keller. He's behind the plate today. Aiden Buttman is wearing number 4. He's playing center field. Aiden Flieger is wearing number 5, playing number 5 over at the hot corner. Mike Brajos is wearing number 13. He's DHing today in the cleanup spot. Connor Johns is wearing number 6, playing number 6. He'll be the vacuum up the middle at shortstop. Ben Mock is wearing number 8, playing second base over at the Keystone. Jack Kinnig wearing number 12, playing left field. Jackson Monteith wearing number 20. He'll be at first base. Cash Turnus is wearing number 3, and he is playing right field. And on the bump today, it is Cole Gobb wearing number 9, doing the pitching duties. We'll get the Wahpeton lineup when they come to the plate today. But on the mound, it's going to be Rylan Flack, who started the season off with 9 Ks, got a victory. It's been up and down from there, but the righty has a ton of potential, and he's just hoping to get back to business here. His last time out, he had a pretty nice start as well, as we'll try to get those stats for you. Just moments away from first pitch on B92.7 on the Red River Grain pregame show. Looks like the infield left to right for Wahpeton will be Aiden Hayek at third base, Carter Hawkert at short. On the right side, we'll have Riley Jones at second and Trey King at first. Outfield looks like we got Kason Pincenalt in right field. Center field will be Braden Steffens, if my eyes serve me right from the top of the press row here. We will have Matt Peterson in left field. Just trying to get this schedule pulled up for you so we can let you know how Rylan Flack did his last time out. He pitched in a 3-1 loss to Devil's Lake on the road. And Flack did enough to keep his team in it. 6 innings pitched, just 1 earned run, 6 hits, 3 walks, 74 pitches in that one for Flack. And we get ready for the first pitch today, presented by our friends at NDSCS, the science of learning by doing, as Flack will pitch to Liam Keller. First pitch, 4-seamer, knee-high, outer half, 0-1. 3:51, time of first pitch. Canada still burning. It is smoky here in Kindred. It is tapped right back to the mound. Flack picks it up. He'll jog over to first. Underhand flip. 2 pitches, 1 down for post 20. Flack went to that outside corner, back-to-back fastballs. He got a little tapper back to the hill. Radio listeners, you can watch this game on KBMW News Live YouTube, streaming in 1080 HD as Flack stares over the top of his glove. Bell tie leg kick, and that one is hit hard on a rope to left field. First hit of the ball game comes off the bat of Aiden Buttman. Mandan has a 1-out base runner. Scoreboard today presented by Carlson Family Insurance, representing auto owners. Extra base hits presented by Highcamp Construction. Once you know who they are, you won't build any other way. Aiden Hendrickson, 2 for 3 on throwdowns yesterday. We'll see if Mandan tests him here. Out of the stretch, small lead at first base. First pitch is a breaker that misses away. Flack wearing number 11, big, tall, righty, young kid. Came on late for the basketball team, contributed in the state tournament. Second pitch grounded towards second base, slow roller. Jones can't field it. It goes underneath his glove. Looked like Jones was working up-down on that one instead of down-up. It just goes right underneath the webbing, so an E4 puts the second straight man on base. Wahpeton with 4 errors yesterday in the 9-1 loss to Seward, Nebraska to start the tournament, and they have 1 in the first inning. Flack a little mixed up there, going to go out of the windup with 2 runners on. Luckily, he steps off and gets back into the stretch. Step off once again. So a little bit of miscommunication from post 20 early on, and we got 2 base runners for Mandan. Flack goes back to the off-speed, little cut action outside to in for a strike to Aiden Flieger. Flieger, the third baseman, batting from the left side, first lefty that Wahpeton will face today. Flieger with a slightly open stance. He has the Evo Shield guard on the front shin. Hands hanging over the inside corner of the plate. Flack delivers that one outside. He lunges, fouls it off. It's a good sign for Flack there if he can stay on the outside corner with Flieger. The whole bottom half was leaning towards first. All he could do is throw his hands at it. We'll see if Flack can keep it away from Flieger here with 2 runners on. 0-2. Flack turns and throws to first, and he's in there. Mighty close play. Looked like the tag got in just a bit high. Throw had the runner dead to rights. Great pickoff snap by Flack, but they can't get the out. Oh, 2 hole from Flieger as Coach Kappas calls out a play here. We'll see what the Wahpeton infield does with it. First baseman King is now playing behind the runner. That doesn't mean they're not going to throw over there. Sometimes they like to run the timing play. 0-2, Flack. And that one is sprayed foul down the left side into the evergreens, out of play. Couple foul balls by Flieger here extending the AB. See if Flack can reach back and get that strikeout stuff. He'll elevate the fastball, won't get the chase. Count is even at 2-2. Count is 1-2, excuse me. So Flieger steps back in. Back foot on the chalk in the back of the batter's box, giving himself lots of time to see the pitch, but it won't matter as Flack blows it by him, up and out. Goes right back to that high cheddar. 2 down here in the first inning, 2 on, and Flack's got a chance to leave him. Connor Jans at the plate. Good looking fastball knee high as Flack goes right down Broadway, challenges him on the first pitch to get ahead. Oh, 1, he swings out of his shoes over the top of the seams, 0-2. And that one again caught a lot of the middle half of the plate, middle. Jans was trying to do some damage there, but he swings over the top. Another strikeout chance for Flack, and he makes it back-to-back. Caught him window shopping on the black outside corner, and Flack strands 2 through 1/2 inning at the Essentia Health Legion Baseball Tournament in Kindred. We're scoreless. Wahpeton comes up for the first time in about 60 seconds on B92.7 FM, streaming in high definition on KBMW News Live YouTube.
Make sure your vehicle is road trip ready and save big at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Receive up to $40 in rebates on select brake rotors and brake pads. Up to $30 in rebates on select wipers. Up to $20 in rebates on select batteries. And up to $15 in rebates on engine and cabin air filters. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. For more savings, visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
Welcome back to Kindred, live from the Essentia Health Legion Baseball Tournament. Rylan Flack works around two base runners, a pair of singles, actually an error on the second baseman, and a single to left field. Flack picks up back-to-back Ks in the top of the first, and Wahpeton will head to the plate with a new-look lineup as Trey King for the second straight game will bat leadoff. He doubled to start the game last night, a 9-3 loss to Watertown. Wahpeton also lost the 10 a.m. game 9-1 to Seward, Nebraska. They were no hit in that one, so hoping to change their fortune early on here and be a little more aggressive. Declan Lindau, the big lefty, had 8 Ks in that game last night, 4 no-hit innings. Starting it off, it's Trey King. He'll swing at the first pitch, chop it to third, fielded behind the bag. Strong throw to first base, a little bit low, but they do get the out. So Aiden Flieger got rid of that thing in a hurry, let his first baseman do the rest, and Jackson Monteith picks it out for out number 1. That'll bring up Braden Steffens. Boy, would they like to get him going. He has some wheels. 11 for 11 on the bases this year, hitting in the 230s, however. Steffens crowding the plate, first pitch on the way, and he'll swing at the first pitch. Ground ball to second base, fielded cleanly. 4-3 put out, 2 pitches, 2 down. So Wahpeton is being aggressive, but they're not getting any lift on these pitches in the first inning. Cole Gobb looking to get out of here in 3 pitches. We are now on immaculate inning alert. We'll see if Hayek shows a bit more discipline here, so the guys behind him might be able to see some pitches from Gobb. Hayek takes strike 1 on the outer corner. 0-1 to Aiden Hayek, hitting in the 380s. That's a wild pitch to the backstop. Hayek has a home run on the year, 2 triples, 2 doubles, entered the tournament with an OPS over 1100. Healthy hack from Hayek, but it gets tipped into the mitt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just 5 pitches in the inning for Gobb, 2 down. And he overthrows that one. Trying to put Hayek away on strikes, and he leaves it outside. Count is even at 2-2. Deuce is wild. Gobb fires. Hayek hits the 2-2 way up in the sky. Center fielder has it measured. Hauls it in. Catch made. Out there by Aiden Buttman, and Wahpeton goes down in order on just 7 pitches. Scoreless through 1 inning on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to Wahpeton Post 20, Mandan Post 40, an east-west clash here at the Kindred Tournament. B92.7 FM. You can watch this one, folks, on KBMW News Live YouTube.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy a hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wahpeton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
One complete in the books, scoreless between Mandan and Wahpeton. Rylan Flack heads back out to the bump. 13-pitch first inning. We talked about it in the pregame. 17.5 pitches per inning for the Wahpeton staff this year. They want to be right around a dozen. Flack right about on that number to start this ball game. Capped it off with a pair of strikeouts, stranding 2 runners. And Mandan comes to the plate here in the top of the second. Wahpeton desperately in need of a win as they started off the season 5-0. They have since went 4-13. They are 0-2 in this tournament, but today's a new day. Ben Mock, the second baseman, in the batter's box. Righty on righty. Mock swings over the top of a pitch that had a little bit of dip on it from Flack. I'm not sure if that was a change, but it had some sink action. He gets the whiff. 0-1, hit pretty hard to left field, but it's going to hang in the air. And that one hauled in with 2 hands. Good fundamental catch out there. for Matt Peterson. Excited to see that kid at the plate today in the 4 o'clock game and the 7 o'clock game. He's hitting .333 across his first 20 at-bats, carving out some regular playing time. Jack Kinning at the plate. That one hit hard to short. Hawker lays out for it, just out of his reach. Third hit of the ball game so far, and it comes from the number 7 hitter, Kinnig. Jackson Monteith had a nice scoop at first base. Well, not a scoop, but good catch on an ankle-high throw across the diamond in the top of the first inning. Monteith at the plate, runner on first, massive lead, and he's going to go on the first pitch. Batter falls over the plate. He's going to be safe. That looked like batter's interference to me. But his swing carried him into the path of the throw, so it will not be batter's interference. And the runner steals second base, so runner in scoring position with 1 down. And he gets hit hard on the front shoulder. 2 on. Good news for Post 20 is the double play is now in effect with force outs everywhere except for home plate. But for the second straight inning, Flack has 2 runners on here, 1 out. Able to get out of the first inning, back-to-back punch-outs. Let's see if he can dial it up again. Nine-man do-up, it's Cash Turnus. Lefty bat, possible bunt situation here with the top of the order looming. Flack comes set, glove belt high. Slide step home, misses outside. And Kinnig is just dancing around at second base with a humongous lead. Pitch on the way, blooped out towards center. And Steffens comes in to make the play. Infield playing shallow against the 9-man. And it pays off as Steffens comes in and catches the second out of the inning. Liam Keller representing the top of the order here for Mandan with 2 outs. Same situation as the first inning. Runners on first and second. Mandan down to their final out. Rylan Flack pretty efficient so far. 7 pitches in this inning. As Flack misses upstairs. Always good to run into these teams out of the West that you may see if you can get out of the East Region Tournament at state. 1-0 on the way. That one flared foul near the new track that they're resurfacing. Football field located right behind the baseball diamond here. Just got done pouring the concrete yesterday on this track. 1-1, nearly another hit batsman. That one goes right underneath the elbows of Keller. Keller 0 for 1 today. Tapper back to the mound his first time up. He's going to hit that sky high to third base. Trailing back is Hayek in foul territory, and he'll make the catch. Rylan Flack doing a job out there. He has stranded 4 runners through the first 2 innings, a workmanlike effort. And Wahpeton will try to break the tie 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the second on B92.7 FM and KBMW News Live YouTube, your home for Post 20 baseball.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Back in Kindred for day 2 of the Essentia Health Legion Baseball Tournament. Mandan trots Gob back out to the mound after a very quick 7-pitch first inning. Retired the first 2 batters in the post-20 lineup on 1 pitch each, as the umpiring crew's making him take the wristband off on his throwing arm. So a quick delay here, and due up for Wahpeton, it'll be Pincinalt, Hockert, and Kappas. As we take a look at the hitting stats this year, Pincinalt hitting .273, and he has been a run producer. He's scored 10 times, driven in 12 more, and he finds himself in the cleanup spot after a nice start to the year. 0-0, bottom 2 on your CFI scoreboard. Pincinalt takes down. Carter Hockert moving from the leadoff spot to the 5-hole, hoping that can spark his bat. He's on deck. And that one fouled out of play, so 1-1 count. Wahpeton will go righty, lefty, righty to start this inning. In the hole, it's designated hitter Eli Kappas. And that pitch bounces well in front of the plate before it gets to the batter's box. Count is 2-1. Gob working quickly out of the windup. Gets a weak pop fly over to the third base side in foul territory. And that one is hauled in near the coach's box. Catch made at third by Flieger. 11 pitches, 4 outs for Gob. Can't ask for much more than that if you're Mandan. And he'll face Carter Hockert. Carter Hockert, always a threat to bunt. And he'll take just off the outside corner for ball 1. Good speed, a little bit of pop. He can go opposite field. And he tries to do that there, but he flips it foul. Out of play. 1-1 count to Carter Hockert. Gob on the mound, working out of the windup. Bell tie leg kick. 3-quarter delivery. 12-6 curveball right down Broadway. And that one fools Hockert. He's taken all the way, 1-2. Gob looking for the strikeout of Hockert. He'll miss high and out. After grounding out on the first 2 pitches of the game, Wahpeton much more patient. And the 2-2 gets a swinging strike 3. Hockert back to the dugout. Gob with the punch out. 2 quick outs for Mandan. First strikeout of the game for Gob. Brings up Eli Kappas. Kappas with a big cut as he falls forward over the dish, 0-1. Kappas slightly open stance. Bat wag against his shoulder, and he'll take just above the belt. Count is 1-1. Gob digs into the mid, enters the windup. And a perfectly located pitch gets a little head shake from Kappas. Bottom of the knees, outer black, and that is a pitcher's pitch there, 1-2. That one just a bit outside, looking for the chase, but Kappas, really good set of eyes up there. He has been hit by pitch 8 times, and he has walked 11 or 12 times this year. On base percentage well above 400, as he'll take that one inside off the turf. Count is now run full. When you got a guy hitting 275 and he's getting on base almost 50% of the time, you know he's got good discipline at the plate. Full count. Kappas hits that one hard to left. It's hanging. Catch is made. Put a sting on it, but it was an atom ball to the left fielder, Jack Kinnig. So that'll end the inning. Wahpeton goes down in order once again. As we take a quick look at the box score. They got Wahpeton down for a hit. I don't believe they have a hit today. So 6 straight outs for post 20, and we are scoreless as we head to the top of the third inning here on B92.7 KBMW News Live YouTube. We got an east-west stalemate between Mandan post 40 and Wahpeton post 20 on the B.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Let's come back from the break a little early to take another look at the Wahpeton pitching stats this year. ERA last year as a team, low 2s, many guys that were under 1.8 on that staff. This year they're sitting at 5 even, but so far Ryland Flack been able to work around traffic and fire 2 scoreless frames as we head to the third inning on B92.7. Mandan at the plate. They have stranded 2 runners in each of the first 2 frames, and Flack heads back out there. First pitch misses, 1-0 from Ryland Flack. At the plate, the number 2 man, Aiden Buttman. Flack spins that one in the dirt, lefty batter's box. Count is 2-0. Flack once again overthrows the fastball, skips it into Hendrickson. 3 balls, no strikes. Flack, pretty big kid. Kind of an imposing windup out there as he stares over the top of the webbing. He's got to battle back in this count, and he'll go right down the heart of the plate. Get me over fastball, 3-1. Flack looking to work the count full. He'll draw a swing, 3-2 on the outside heat. Big spot here for Flack, trying to avoid the leadoff man getting on. Strike 3. Battles back from 3-0. Gets one over, blows 2 past, and Ryland Flack continues to battle out there and keep this game scoreless. Aiden Flieger coming up to the plate, 0 for 1. As this game is just humming along, folks. Tournament well ahead of schedule. That one chopped towards third. It's going to be foul. A lot of you folks anticipated a 4:30 first pitch today as scheduled. We got underway before 4 o'clock. We tried to give you a little update on the Facebook page, but we're already in the third inning, and it's only quarter after. 3:51 time of first pitch today. Around 75 degrees for the high. A little bit of a gray haze in the air, but not as bad as it was yesterday morning. As Flack misses up high. Tried to get some cut on that ball. It just didn't spin. Flack goes right back to the bread and butter. 4-seamer, swing and a miss. 1-2. Fouled back, and boy, Flieger did not miss that one by much. Right off the top of the barrel, straight back into the netting. See if Flack changes levels here from bell tie. Maybe go low and away and get a chase. Flack taking his time. He'll step off the back, and they'll run through the signs again. Out of the windup, Flack fires. He goes high with a cutter, and he'll get the whiff. So Flack has found it. 4 strikeouts for Ryland here early on, and the righty is dealing. 2 down. That brings up Mike and Brajos, the DH. Brajos 0 for 1 with a K. He'll swing at the first pitch and follow it into the netting. Wahpeton wearing the gray vest today, navy blue undershirt with the Legion badge on the left arm. Gray lids, gray pants. 2 down here in the third inning. Flack with a beautiful pitch with some slide action. Comes back and clips the outer half, 2-1. Mandan wearing the black jerseys, green letters, post 40 on the back nameplate, gold trim. It's falled off. Mandan in white pants with the green side trim, green batting helmets. 0-2 count here. Flack in control. Looking to strike out the side for the first time today. Just misses on the outside corner. Got a little bit of the white in the other batter's box to the lefty. Ground ball over to first base. Fielded cleanly by King. He'll touch. And Flack works a 1-2-3 with a pair of punch-outs. Wahpeton trying to wake the bats up when they come back out here in the bottom of the third inning. We are still scoreless on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Day 2 at the Essentia Health Legion Baseball Tournament. Post 20 versus Mandan post 40 on B92.7. KBMW News Live YouTube, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to B92.7. Rylan Flack works a 1-2-3, and Wahpeton heads to the plate here in a scoreless game, bottom 3, against Mandan. They're trying to get to the starter Gobb, who's been pretty efficient, 22 pitches so far. He's got a no-hitter going against this Wahpeton lineup. Earlier today, Kindred with a 6-0 win over the Watertown Arrows, team that beat Wahpeton last night 9-3. Wahpeton will face Kindred tonight. 7 o'clock is what the game is scheduled for, but this one started 40 minutes early. That one might as well. We will have it here on B92.7 and KBMW News Live. East Region rivalry tonight, Kindred and Wahpeton. First pitch from Gobb, swing and a miss by Flack. And Kindred swept Wahpeton earlier this year. Last 2 seasons, Wahpeton has beat Kindred in the state championship game, and they've gotten a little bit of revenge this year as Flack checks his swing on a sweeper that bounces outside. Count is 1-1 to Rylan Flack. And he'll swing over the top of a pitch ankle high, 1-2. Flack trying to stave off the strikeout. He sits on the off speed, grounds it to third, fielded cleanly. Strong throw over to first, 5-3 put out. Play made over at the hot corner by Aiden Flieger. Pitched across the diamond to Jackson Monteith. Second time we've saw those two connect today. That brings up Matt Peterson with his healthy .333 average. Hoping to tally Wahpeton's first hit of the ball game. That one skips outside, and we've seen a lot of low and away where Gobb's just kind of hanging on to the laces a bit too long and overthrowing. 1-0 count. That one right down the middle, tapped softly to short. Tough play, fielded on the cut, underarm throw. And he won't get rid of it. So we'll see how they score that one. It looks like they put an error up on the board. Peterson finds a way on for post 20. That brings up Riley Jones, the lefty. Playing second base today. Peterson with a bit of speed and a big lead over there at first. He stays put. Catcher thinks about a snap throw, but he'll put it in his pocket, and we'll go 0-1, or 1-0 is the count. One down. Jones with a bit of speed. We'll see if they pull bunt here. Peterson dancing around. They'll try the pickoff. And he was able to get his hand around the tag, but he's going to get called out anyways, and that is going to be a tough one for Wahpeton. Coach Steve Hawker pointed it out right away. Peterson dead to rights. He dove in head first. but he was able to swim around the tag, and they're not going to see it. Coach Capps is going to want to have conversation, and rightfully so, as the tag was completely missed by the first baseman on the swim move. He went right around it. Might be telling him that he never got to the bag. Ball beat him, tag did not, but it's going to go in the books as an out. So a nice pickoff move there by Gobb on the mound as he timed that up perfectly with Peterson leaning. Looked like Peterson had the green light to steal, and he gets caught at first base. Just like that, 2 outs. 1-1 count after Jones sprays that one foul. Got to credit Peterson there as he ended up about 6 inches short of the bag and used his left arm to avoid the tag. But he gets sent back to the dugout. And Jones watches that one sail about 4 inches off the plate. Count is 2-1. Jones grounds that one to first. Backhand attempt is booted, and that will be the second error of the inning for Mandan, and Wahpeton has a 2-out base runner. Backhand attempt by Monteith. It just skips off the heel. And Wahpeton with a little speed on first base once again. 2 outs, back to the top of the order for Trey King. And King takes a pitch, belt high right down the middle, 0-1. 33 pitches for Gobb. And he hits King top of the back. You could hear that one up here. So runner Jones moves into scoring position. King trots down to first base. He looks to be fine. And that'll bring up Braden Steffens. Take a look at the hitting stats for Wahpeton this year. Steffens, 15 runs scored, 7 RBIs. Force outs at first, second, and third. Gobb will try to induce a grounder here and keep this one scoreless. Steffens takes the first pitch head high. So Wahpeton yet to record a hit today, but they've got 2 runners on. That one inside, a thigh-high fastball that just keeps sailing in on the righty, 2-0. Hitters count for Braden Steffens, 2 runners on, scoreless game. Steffens hits that one, but he doesn't get it squared up, and it'll be a fly ball to center field to end the threat. Wahpeton goes hitless again through 3 innings. The score is 0-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Mandan will try to strike first when we come back in 60 seconds. Ryland Flack on the heels of a 1-2-3 inning with a pair of punch-outs back on the bump for Post 20.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Welcome back to B92.7 in Kindred, where we have the smell of Smoky Mountain rain. A couple rain delays yesterday, followed by the Canadian wildfire haze rolling in. But today, a little bit brighter out, a little bit warmer out as well. But the bat's quiet for both teams as Mandan and Wahpeton are scoreless as we head to the top of the fourth. An 0-2 count as Rylan Flack faces Connor Jans. Righty on righty. Flack having a fine outing so far for Wahpeton. Gobb having an excellent outing for Mandan. As Flack looks for the chase off the plate, but Jan's able to hold back. Flack gets a tapper to the mound. That one's going to bleed up the middle off the glove of Carter Hockert behind second base. Flack did a nice job trying to throw his mitt behind his back, but he could not locate the baseball, and it goes right up the center of the diamond for a single. And I'm not sure Hockert would have had time to make a throw anyways, as he was on the second base side of the diamond by the time he got over there from shortstop. Ben Mock steps in with a runner on first. He'll square around a bunt, and he'll pop it back foul. So we'll break there for post 20, and we'll see if they keep the bunt on, if they try a steal, or if they go for a hit and run here with an 0-1 count. Flack comes set, slide step home, no action, pitch is high. Minnesota Twins playing today. We'll get you the score in a little bit. That's over on AM 1450. In the fifth inning, last time I checked, Byron Buxton was a homer away from the cycle midway through the game. 3 for 3 with a pair of runs for Buck, headed to the All-Star game. Flack checks the runner at first. Back in plenty of time, head for a slide. Byron Buxton joined by Joe Ryan, an injury replacement for Houston Astros breakout star Hunter Brown, who's pitching this weekend, so he will be unavailable for the Midsummer Classic. Another bunt attempt. That one tapped towards third. Barehand by Hayek. What a play. Hayek barehands it, throws it to first, has about 5 feet to work with. Gets the runner in plenty of time. Sacrifice bunt works for Ben Mock. Gets the job done after falling off his first try. And for the third straight inning, Mandan has a runner in scoring position. That brings up Jack Kinnig. Pitch on the way from Flack. He goes with the off speed. Kinning's got some kind of strap that he's on his left and right wrist that's hanging below his elbows. And it looks like it's a part of his batting glove, but it must be something else. I can't say I've seen that before. Swings over the top of the 0-1, and it's 0-2. Or does he just have his batting gloves unstrapped and the straps are that long? I'm not sure. (0-2) count. And Flack gets the strike 3 on a foul tip. Aiden Hendrickson does his part by hanging on, and the Gold Glove catcher makes a contribution here early on. 2 down in the top of the fourth in a 0-0 game. 2 games on tap today, folks. Wahpeton will face bitter rival Kindred on their home diamond in the 7 o'clock game, and we're headed towards more of a 6:30 first pitch for that. So stay tuned to the Facebook page. I'll keep you updated. First pitch fly ball behind second base. Jones drifting, calling everybody off. Basket catch from Riley Jones. Good job tracking that one up in the hazy sky, and Flack spins another scoreless inning. We got a pitcher's battle, folks. Gobb versus Flack on B92.7 FM and KBMW News Live YouTube. Heading to the bottom of the fourth, post 20, will take to the plate.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Welcome back to B92.7. Aiden Hayek trying to break through this scoreless game for both teams as post 20 comes to the plate against Gobb, the righty from Mandan. Hayek takes the first pitch, belt high, outside corner, strike one. Just had a conversation up here with the Kindred Viking, looking at the East region standings this year. Kind of jumbled up again in the middle, bunch of teams within a couple games. As the pitch on the way to Hayek, shot fall down third. Devils Lake far and away up top again. If you remember last year, folks, Devils Lake, the 1 seed, upset by Valley City in the region tourney, limped their way into state. Then they got 10 run by Wahpeton. Right now they're in the driver's seat again. Hayek taps that one to short. Fielded, fired in plenty of time to first base. So Devils Lake looking to avoid that late season slump. And Wahpeton trying to catch fire here is, for the first time in a long time, they are 1-7 in the East region, I do believe. Either 1-7 or 1-9. They are at the bottom of the standings. They do have 8 wins in non-region play, but that's not going to help them in the seeding. One down, that one tapped back to third. Throw over to first, it's low, and the first baseman knocks it down, can't pick it up with his bare hand before it is beaten out by Pincenalt. So Pincenalt using that speed to get on base. Third error of the game on Mandan, and that's really been the only blemish for the defense and pitching of the A's. Brings up Carter Bob Hockert. Looking for a slump buster here. And he'll take a fastball elevated off the plate, 1-0. Hockert, another player here with immense potential for post 20. And getting all the at-bats he can handle this year in his first full season as a batter. He's ahead now 2-0. Don't be surprised if post 20 bunts here. As Hockert will take strike one over the heart of the plate. And that's something that's going to come here for post 20, unless you got a take sign there. 2-0, you're ahead in the count. You get a fastball right down Broadway. You got to send that thing gap to gap. And the 2-1 down the middle, and that's hit to the gap, and it's sailing on the center fielder, but he got some good range on it as that one was moving right to left, hauled in by Ben Mock, and it looked like he was going to have a bit of a run, but got a good read on the ball and got underneath it. So 2 down, Pincenalt on first base for Wahpeton in the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 0-0 here, folks, on your CFI scoreboard, representing Auto Owners. Eli Kappas. Big cut on the first pitch, and that's something we've seen out of Eli lately, that back foot. It's coming off the ground when he swings, and just hard for him to stay on the ball. Oh, 1, he does stay on it there, hit up the middle. Great play by the shortstop as he fields it on the base, and all he's got to do is toe tap to end the inning. So Kappas robbed of a single up the middle, and Wahpeton goes down scoreless once again. Headed to the top of the 5th as this game's motoring along. 0-0 Mandan and Wahpeton, East-West showdown here at the Essentia Health Legion Baseball Tournament. Beautiful afternoon in Kindred. You can watch this game, folks, on KBMW News Live YouTube.
When Mom first started showing signs of memory loss, we were devastated. It was so frustrating. So many choices for assisted living. Then my sister and I walked into Twin Town Villa in Breckenridge. We knew that this was the perfect place for our mother. Loved the bright, beautiful apartments, and knew Mom would too. I was so impressed with the interaction between the residents and the staff. Twin Town Villa is a quality memory care community that's close to home and currently has openings. Call Twin Town Villa at 643-9542 or visit them online at twintownvilla.com.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wahpeton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
Welcome back to Kindred. As Wahpeton and Mandan are still trying to break this stalemate scoreless. As we head to the fifth inning, top of the fifth, Mandan takes to the plate against Ryland Flack, and both pitchers have been incredibly efficient in this one. 47 pitches for Gobb. Pitch number 53 from Flack is strike one of the inning. Ryland so far, 4 innings complete, 2 hits, 5 Ks. He has yet to issue a walk. That one tapped back to Flack, and he makes a leaping catch. He'll walk it over to first base. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Ryland Flack, or 2 pitches, 1 out for Ryland Flack, excuse me. And that's the second play he's made on the mound today. Nearly snared one as well. That one behind his back. He retires Turnus, and now he'll face the top of the order in Liam Keller. Keller takes a knee-high fastball, 0-1. Both pitchers doing their best today to earn the win. 0-1 on the way from Flack. Ground ball towards second base. Fielded by Jones. He'll fire to first. 2 down. If you like good, clean baseball and efficient pitching, this has been the game for you on KBMW News Live YouTube. Wahpeton has the bottom half of the inning as we get closer and closer to walk-off territory. Top of the fifth, 0-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Flack misses at the letters. Aiden Buttman at the plate. At the letters again. This time he brushes them back, 2-0. And Wahpeton looking for their first hit of the ball game still. They got one up on the scoreboard, but Wahpeton does not have one. And Flack misses again. That time a little closer to the inner half. Falls behind 3-0, in danger of issuing his first free pass. And Flack sails that one off the plate. First walk of the game for Ryland. 2 outs. Runner on first as Buttman takes his base. Brings up Aiden Flieger. Flieger 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Moderate lead at first base. Flack looks over the shoulder and fires home, and he'll miss off the plate again. So 3 pitches high and in. Back-to-back pitches low and out. As Flack's trying to reestablish his groove. Flack checks first base. Another good move. That footwork is beautiful, folks. As Flack has nearly picked off 2 runners so far. Good enough to keep him close at first. Flack comes set. Couple looks to first. He'll slide step home. Skips it off the dirt. They'll throw behind the runner. They got him at second base, and the tag is on the money. Nice pick at the plate on a dirt ball by Hendrickson. He whips it to King at first. King to Hockert at short. And that's how the inning ends. Ryland Flack averts disaster again. Strands another runner. 5 left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth. Scoreless on your CFI scoreboard. Post 20 in Mandan from Kindred.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Welcome back to B92.7. Cole Gobb back on the hill for Mandan, and he has been dynamite. He's got a no-hitter going here as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Gobb, strikeout numbers not in on the box score yet, as we'll take a look and see if we can get those for you. Gobb with just 1 strikeout, but lots of soft contact. 3 errors behind him, but that hasn't deterred him from pitching a shutout here. Four innings, no hits, no walks, 1 K. Couple errors and a hit batter so far for Mandan. None of them have come around to score, and Rylan Flack will try to help his own cause as the pitcher digs in. And Flack with a tomahawk swing over the top of the four-seamer. Just 48 pitches so far through 4 innings for Gobb. Flack takes down, well-located pitch that Gobb kind of puts his arms out asking where it's at. Just a tish down in the zone, it appears. Count is 1-1. The 1-1 hit up in the air to left field in the gap, and it's going to get over the head of the left fielder. And Rylan Flack rounds first into second, digging at the base of the fence, and finally getting it in is Mandan. And Flack with an extra base hit presented by High Camp Construction as he hit that one up there with the wind, and it just got into the spin cycle. All the way to the base of the wall. It appeared to be a routine fly ball, but it had the carry, and Flack has Wahpeton in scoring position. Just outside of the reach of the left fielder, Jack Kinnig, as he kept trailing and trailing. Tried to catch it Willie Mays style, basket over the shoulder, but it drops. And Wahpeton has the leadoff man on with a Flack double presented by High Camp Construction. With Flack on second base, coming to the plate for Wahpeton, it is Matt Peterson. Peterson squares around, and he's going to get it down back to the mound. They're going to try for the out at third, and the tag is high, but it does get him in time. Bunt was too hard, and the pitcher, Gobb, fielded it on 1 hop. No hesitation, spin and throw to third base, and Flack is gunned down. You can see Coach Kappas gesturing, you know, one side or the other. It can't go back to the mound. If anything, it's got to go foul, but instead, it's a fielder's choice, and they get the lead man. Tough break for post 20 as Gobb continues to shine on the mound, and he'll try to pick off Peterson, but he gets back in time. Riley Jones digs in, 1 out, the lefty. Jones takes away, 1-0. So in a 0-0 game, you sure felt a seismic shift of momentum when Flack led off with a double, but Gobb snuffs it out by getting him on the bunt. Jones, inside-out swing on the infield grass. Third baseman's going to come over. Can of corn for Mandan. Just like that, 2 outs, runner on first base. Catch made over there by Flieger. Back to the top of the lineup with Trey King. The good news for Wahpeton is they break the no-hitter after they were no-hit in Game 1 of the tournament. Only hit today, the double by Flack. Runner goes. Throws a good one right on the arm. So Wahpeton makes 2 outs on the bases in a 0-0 game. And we will head to the top of the 6th inning, scoreless on B92.7. Mandan now has the momentum as Flack will head back to the mound and try to keep this one stuck at 0.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Top of the 6th inning in Kindred, Essentia Health Legion Baseball Tournament, and we got a bona fide pitcher's duel on our hand between Flack of Wahpeton and Gobb of Mandan. It's Flack on the mound now, 60 pitches through 5 innings. Flack was thrown out at third base on a bunt, fielder's choice, after leading off the bottom of the 5th with a double. And he'll paint the outside corner with a fastball for strike 1. You can't really blame Flack on that. Wahpeton needs every 90 feet they can get in this one, so he went right on contact, and the bunt went right back to the mound. Flack draws a pop-up here. Foul first base side, giving chase is King over by the fence. Good focus as King reels it in about 4 feet from the foul fence. It was a good job getting his body on the fence side there and kind of drifting back in to get the ball. You always want to find the fence first and make the play, and King does just that. Mike and Brajos at the plate, fouls it back. On that pop out in foul territory, it was Aiden Flieger. So Flack needs just 2 pitches to get the first out, and we are watching a marvelous battle between the starters today. Oh, 1 and Flack, a tight breaking cutter there at the belt. Looked like it was going to be on the outside corner, worked its way right over the heart, 0-2. Flack gets a chopper over towards first. It is foul as King will glove it and toss it back to the mound. And Ryland Flack has all the makings of an ace. He started off the season with a 9 strikeout performance, and then he went into a big lull. But last time out against Devil's Lake, the top team in this region, he went 6 frames, 1 earned run, and he is built on that today. 0-2 count, Flack, delivery. Another chopper towards first, another foul ball. And Trayton King's thrown some good range over there. Even on the foul balls, he's getting to those things well on the dugout side of the first base coaching box. Very athletic guy to have at first base. Kind of like an offensive lineman. They get taken for granted, but first base is a tough position. And that one is grounded to Jones at second. He'll scoop it up. Strong throw to first. 2 up, 2 down for Flack in post 20 in a scoreless ball game on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. After the Brajos 4-3 ground out, we will have Connor Jans, the shortstop, at the plate. Just 3 hits for Mandan in this ball game, 1 for Wahpeton. First pitch is a turf ball in the outside corner, 1-0. Flack trying to get out of this inning with a pitch count in the low 70s. And he pulls the string on an off-speed pitch way out front. 1-1. Good pitch mix today from Ryland Flack. Challenging the shortstop Jans as he goes right down the center cut. 1-2, swing and a miss. And he catches him looking. That one was middle. Not sure if he was looking for the spin, but he got the heat, and Flack gets out of the inning. We're scoreless here heading to the bottom of the 6th. And Wahpeton trying to get a few more hits here. Just 1 in the ball game after being no hit in the opener yesterday. And they got a chance to pick up a much-needed win against Mandan. Both pitchers twirling a gem as Gobb heads back out to the hill for the A's.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wahpeton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Mandan righty Cole Gobb back on the bump to start the 6th inning, and he should have plenty of gas in the tank as this is just his 55th pitch. It's rolled over to short, backhand play, throw across the diamond, and King tossed out by a step. Excellent stretch over there by the first baseman. He goes down to one knee. It's a 6-3 putout from Jans to Monteith. So 1 pitch, 1 out at 55 pitches through 6 1/3 for Gobb. And he'll face Braden Steffens. First pitch to Steffens between the letters in the belt. 1-0. 1-0 is hit foul to the right side over by the batting cage. Braden Steffens trying to get on base, as we've said multiple times today, and use those wheels. 11 for 11 on steal attempts this year. Wahpeton 52 steals as a team compared to 32 steals against. That's their bread and butter if they can get on. He'll hit that one to first base, and it's going to get over towards the hole in a nice ranging play by the second baseman. Hockert's going to say the first baseman was off the bag, and they're going to discuss it with the home plate ump. I thought he kept his foot on the base, but they're going to talk about it quick. And this one may be going Wahpeton's way. Hockert's going to get a warning here because he's still talking to the first base umpire. It's a nice play made by the second baseman, Ben Mock, who fielded that one all the way behind first base. Quick little shovel over to Monteith, and he's out. I thought Monteith held his toe on the outside corner of the bag. Hockert was kind of drawing a line in the dirt saying where the cleat was. But the call is going to stand, and Wahpeton has 2 outs in the 6th. 0-0 ball game, so every call at this point is pinnacle to the outcome. Umpires making their money today in a very tight ball game. Aiden Hayek at the plate. 1 homer on the year would be an excellent spot for number 2. 1-0 count to Hayek. He'll hit that one hard to the left center gap, and that one's going to get down and run the fence right underneath the scoreboard. Hayek turns the Jets on, and that's a stand-up double. Back-to-back innings with a 2-bagger for post 20. Somebody woke the bats up from their nap, and Wahpeton's got a runner in scoring position for the 2nd straight frame. That'll bring up Kason Pincinalt in the cleanup spot, the exact spot of the order you want, with runners on base. We're going to get a pinch runner here, as Hayek will head back to the dugout. And it'll be Braxton Highcamp, as they'll trade power for speed, desperately in need of a run. 0-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. So with 2 outs, Kason Pincinalt moved into the cleanup spot yesterday for the first time this season, trying to make it pay off. And Pincinalt jumped on the first pitch, but he couldn't time it up. Foul ball to right field. Hayek with a 2-out double. Braxton Highcamp, the pinch runner at second. Pincinalt lays off a pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Two hits for Wahpeton, both of them extra base hits. And that one is hit over the shortstop's head. It will drop in left field. and they're waving around Highcamp. Pinch runner pays off. Highcamp gets dirty at home, and Wahpeton takes a 1-0 lead. Flexing his muscles at first base, Casey Pincinel, your new cleanup hitter for Wahpeton. It's 1-0 on B92.7 FM, and we're into the winning innings. Bottom 6, Wahpeton takes the lead. Big time hit from Casey Pincinel. Brings up Carter Hockert. And Hockert slaps that one opposite side. Diving stop by the shortstop. He'll get up and throw to first. Not in time. Gold glove play by the shortstop Jans, but Carter Hockert beats it by a half step. And Wahpeton has come alive here in the 6th inning. All of the damage done with 2 outs. And another runner in scoring position for Eli Kappas. Entered the tournament hitting .296, trying to push it back to that 300 mark. First pitch, tough call for Kappas. Just a bit off the plate, but it goes as strike 1. Kappas not going to chase. And the 0-1 misses at the letters. He's got a shoebox strike zone, does Eli Kappas, and he's only going to swing if it's in the plate. He gets jammed, grounds to shortstop, takes a weird hop left-right, but it's played by Jans and tossed over to the diamond, and that'll do it. But Wahpeton scores. Aiden Hayek leads off the inning with a double to the left center field fence. Braxton Highcamp, the pinch runner, comes around to score on a line drive to left field by Casey Pincinel. 1-0. And we'll see if Ryland Flack heads back out to the mound here before we head to break. 6 scoreless innings for Flack. And indeed, he will get the chance to put the bow on a complete game shutout when we come back for the 7th inning on KBMW News Live YouTube. Post 20, looking for the first win of the tournament here in Kindred.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back to Kindred for the Essentia Health Legion Baseball Tournament. Final frame here, and Ryland Flack comes back out for the 7th inning. 71 pitches, trying to nail down the complete game shutout. Aiden Hayek doubled with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Braxton Highcamp came on to run for him and scored on a Casey Pincinel single to left. 1-0 Wahpeton. Ryland Flack comes into this game with a 1-4 record this year. ERA at 5.4. And boy, has he turned it around today. First pitch of the 7th inning on the outside corner for a strike. 6, 7, 8. Batters due up. Ben Mock, Jack Kinnig, Jackson Monteith. Swing and a miss, and Flack's got him down 0-2 to start this inning. The 0-2, a good chase pitch off the plate. But Mock will let it fly. 1-2. Flack taking his sweet time to get the signs. He enters the windup. And he'll catch him looking. Ryland Flack, just enough cut on that one as it clipped the front edge of that outside corner. And Flack picks up the K. He's 2 outs away from a complete game victory. Flack back to work in the windup. Bell tie leg kick. 3-quarter delivery misses high. Flack so far 6 1/3, 2 hits, 1 walk. He has fanned 7. 1-0, gets a whiff. At the plate, it's Jack Kinnig. Count is 1-1, 1 down. He'll check his swing, but it's going to be a called strike as Flack clips the bottom of the kneecaps, and he is locating as good as he has all night. They'll set up way outside on this 1-2 pitch, and they'll catch the corner. Ryland Flack, consecutive punch-outs here, and he has turned it up in the 7th inning. This kid's got all the makings of a gamer, and he's going to see that ERA dip into the low 4s. He's 1 out away here from notching the shutout. One man stands in front of Ryland Flack and the shutout. It's Monteith. Little 9-iron swing, and he can't connect as the ball skips away from the catcher. 0-1, and Flack has the A's all kinds of mixed up here in the final frame. A 1 count, 2 outs. Flack's curveball goes right over the batter's helmet. Did not get the grip on the off speed there. And that's the thing in a 1-0 game. You want that final out, but you can't just serve it up on a platter because one swing could tie it up. Flack misses with the eye-high fastball, falls behind 2-1. Monteith at the plate. Should he reach, Turnus will come up in the 9-hole. Strike on the outer half. Deuces wild on the scoreboard. Flack is 1 strike away from getting Wahpeton back in the win column. Flack fires a fastball past Monteith, and Ryland Flack puts Wahpeton on his back. A complete game shutout, a 3-hitter for the righty. Aiden Hayek doubles in the 6th. Kaysen Pincinel drives in the pinch runner, Braxton Highcamp, and Ryland Flack with an absolute gem here for Wahpeton post 20. What a pitcher's duel between Cole Gobb and Ryland Flack on KBMW News Live YouTube. 1-0 is your final on the CFI scoreboard. We'll be back in about 90 seconds with the Miller Realty post-game show. One more game coming up tonight, an East Region rivalry between Kindred and Wahpeton. It's summertime, baby. B92.7 FM.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Welcome back to B92.7 FM, live from Kindred. I'm Robert Wanick here with your Miller Realty postgame show, a tradition of knowledge, integrity, trust, and service. And Wahpeton gets the monkey off its back. It has been a tough stretch for Post 20. 5-0 start to the season, 4-13 after that. But right now, 1-0 as they win 1-0 over Mandan, Post 40, behind the right arm of Ryland Flack. Let's just get this out of the way. Your Essentia Health player of the game today is Ryland Flack, the big righty for Wahpeton. A complete game shutout, 3-hitter, and he gets a pair of punch-outs in the final. He strikes out the side in the final inning. Struck out the side twice in this game. What an awesome game for Flack. So 13 innings pitched in his last 2 times out for Ryland. He went 6 innings at Devil's Lake in a loss, and he goes 7 innings today against Mandan, a team that they could play if they can get out of the East Region tournament this year and punch their ticket to state. So Ryland Flack is your Essentia Health player of the game. Essentia Health here with you. Let's take a little deeper dive into Ryland Flack's numbers today. 7 innings, 2 hits allowed officially, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. So for the second time this season, Flack strikes out 9. You got to go all the way back to the season opener, the last time he did that. And boy, you like to see him getting back in a groove here as we head closer to playoff time. Your Essentia Health player of the game. He fires 84 pitches, excellent control, 61 of them hit the strike zone. And looking on the other side of the mound, let's just give another player of the game out to the Mandan starter, Cole Gobb. Cole Gobb goes 6 innings. He allows 4 hits in this ball game, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, no walks. And anytime a pitcher can go 6 innings and only strike out 1 and just give up 1 run, you know they're locating well. And he did that. He got a lot of weak contact, and they were able to get a couple runners out on the bases too. But Wahpeton comes ahead on this one, and when we come back, we'll get you your Red River Agency play of the game, the go-ahead run on B92.7 and KBMW News Live. We'll be back in 60 seconds on your Miller Realty postgame show.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Welcome back to B92.7, a complete game shutout for Wahpeton starter Ryland Flack, equipped with 9 strikeouts, earns him Essentia Health player of the game. Essentia Health here with you. Let's talk about your Red River Agency play of the game, folks. And we'll give it to 2 players here today because both were equally important. 2 outs in the 6th inning. Wahpeton struggling again with the bats, but Aiden Hyack, Mr. Reliable, came into this one hitting just under 400. He smacks a double all the way to the windscreen in left center, right beneath the scoreboard. And Kason Pincinalt comes up and drives him in from the cleanup spot. Drives Braxton Highcamp in, who was the pinch runner, for the game-winning run. So 1-0, Hyack doubles, Pincinalt singles, and that's all the offense Wahpeton needed thanks to Ryland Flack's absolute gem on the mound. So that is your Red River Agency play of the game. Hyack extra bagger. Pincinalt just pokes one out there and does a job, and Wahpeton comes away with a 1-0 win. Wahpeton will be back in action, I'd say, 6 o'clock start, maybe earlier. This game was scheduled for 7, the upcoming game against Kindred, and the last game was scheduled for 4:30, but it started at 3:50 and only took an hour and 15 minutes with Cole Gobb and Ryland Flack dueling out on the bump. So we should be starting here 6 o'clock or earlier. So stick around. I'll throw it back to the music on B92.7 FM, and we'll keep you updated about when we're going to go live. We'll keep you updated on the KBMWnews.com Facebook, too, as Wahpeton will face Kindred in the nightcap here at the Essentia Legion Baseball Tournament, trying to get back to 2-2 in tournament play, and that will determine who they play tomorrow in Sunday's tournament finale. 1-0 Wahpeton on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You've been listening to the Miller Realty postgame show. And we'll be back in just a bit as Wahpeton takes on Kindred. We'll have a separate stream for that, so hit that subscribe button on KBMW News Live YouTube. You won't want to miss the 3rd installment between Wahpeton and Kindred of summer 2025.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.